Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, how are you doing? I hope this meeting finds you well. Let me introduce myself first. My name's Irma Safitri Sadikin. I'm from Faculty of Teachers Training of Education, English Language Education Study Program, and I'm from S. Unggul University. Today's session, I'd like to share my study entitled The Effects of Weblog-Based Learning and Classroom-Based Learning on Indonesian Primary English Foreign Language Learners with Different Levels of Motivation. Well, today's outline, I'm going to highlight 5 things here. The first, I'm going to give a brief explanation about the background of the study, identification of the problem, statement of the problems, and objective of the study in the introduction section. The second, I'm going to share about the literature review. It consists of the general concept of technology in teaching, the characters and the use of weblog-based learning, and also classroom-based learning. The third, I'm going to go further to the method, research method. So here I'm going to give a brief description about the methodological aspect of the research. And the next is the finding and discussion. So I'm going to discuss the findings and the discussion itself to the effectiveness of weblog-based learning versus classroom-based learning for teaching integrated English foreign language. Okay, let me first go to the introduction section. So as we know that some research in EFL area, especially for young learners, it indicates that students of 21st century are really different than any other generation of students. So it based on Trilling and Fadel, Mustafa, Blinky in 2012. So of course, as we know that Z generation today, so they are going to be different, the way we teach, the way we treat, and the way the lessons should be delivered to them. And I'm going to highlight some problems, why I conduct this research. So the first problem is from the misconception of the teaching English as a foreign language. As we know that teaching elementary students or teaching young learners are different from teaching adult. So as teachers, we could not recognize the young learners as a miniature adult. Teachers rarely use the computer as part of their instructional process. They may not see the value of instructional technologies in their particular content area of teaching, even though the teacher has some facilities to provide or to utilize technology in the classroom, but then not many teachers can take benefits of it. The next is the teacher lack of professional support for in-service training, so that they are not really aware of learning 21st century. And then the lack of use language in real situation. So students receive less demonstration and exposure in learning English. The questions of my study is, I would like to measure the effectiveness of WBL and CBL to improve students' mastery of English with students with high, adequate, and low motivation. And the second, to figure out the interaction among teaching techniques and the motivation. All right. The next slide will be the concept of WBL in FL classroom. So weblog-based learning, or we can call it a weblog or blog, it's a kind outline diary for publication of personal thought. So it's quite famous. What is it? The way the teachers use weblog in teaching. So weblog is owned by individual who have control and of their work in the form of its content and presentation. The next Campbell here outlined the 3 types of weblogs. tutor blog, learner blogs, and the class blog. So what are the advantages of weblog? So weblog here, it's very simple, easy to use, free web-based editor, free web page host server, and students require minimal training to begin independently using these tools. The concept of CBL provides students with collaboration with peers and self-evaluation. So here students are learning in the classroom with the facilities, with the tools, with the media in the class. Here the students are not using technology. Students are Students are more engaging and more supportive of group discussion, and they have more opportunity directly discuss with the instruction. Uh, and also here the emotional content, the energy, fluidity, the ease, the ability to read nonverbal sign, and the feedback also are happen in the classroom based learning environment. So when we talk about motivation is very important. So we need to motivate the students to learn in the classroom. We need to have very good motivate students, good motivation in a class situation. So improving learners' motivation does not merely over reward and punishment, but also we need to provide diverse technique. Okay, so we have some interesting and or attractive techniques to help them to learn certain skills. Some studies report that motivational factors in language learning are based on the course of the class, that the teachers own responsibility in creating a good atmosphere, a variety of activities, and they can engage to the learning itself. The method that I'm going to share here is I conducted the experimental research. So it tests the hypothesis to create a cause and effect relationship. And the experimental research here, I applied 3 times 2 factorial design ANOVA, and applied the variables of independent variables, weblog based learning technique, and classroom based learning technique. And there are 2 groups, experimental and control group, to determine the effect of intensity, low, adequate, and high motivation in learning English. The population and sample, I chose 2 classes as the sample of the study, and the number of the sample, 60 students, 30 students for each class. The setting of the study is one of private primary school in West Java, Indonesia. Okay. Well, let's go on to the findings and discussion. Well, first of all, I, as the researcher, conducted a tryout and pre-test before doing the experimental research. The 2 classes found parallel balance by having normality and homogeneity tests of pre-test and post-test. So the data were normally distributed and also homogeneous. The students' initial skills, the pretest in weblog and CBL almost have similar ability before the treatment. So how is the effect of WBL and CBL to the learners with high, adequate, and low motivation? Okay, let's go on to the weblog-based learning. Students with high and adequate motivation resulted positive effects of young learners learning English. Weblog-based learning to students with low motivation show that there was no significant difference between pre and post test, as the significant value was more than 0.05. So that WBL to overall motivation was really effective to enhance English language skill. The implementation of CBL technique is not effective to help high motivation students. And the students with adequate and low motivation point out that CBL was quite effective, okay, as they improved their overall skill in language, their language ability after the implementation. Actually, both of the techniques were considered good to help the learners to enhance the students' learning. And it can be concluded that the experimental group for this case, WBL, is better in enhancing student English language ability than the control group. Okay, so is there any interaction between the learning techniques and student motivation in improving students' language skill? So here is the result. The interaction between learning, motivation, and learning itself show that the significant value was higher than 0.05. So that there is no interaction between learning techniques and student motivation in students' English language skill. The implementation of WBL and CBL actually did not depend on the categories of students' motivation. Based on the interaction graph here, the student with high motivation enabled to reach the high mean score, okay, by using WBL technique. And the student with high motivation in student CBL class display that their means were not good as the students with adequate motivation. So here is the conclusion that the implementation of WBL and CBL actually did not depend on the categories of student motivation, high, adequate, and low. So both of the technique can be applied for high, adequate, and low motivation student. The interaction graph also showed that the high motivation enabled to reach the high mean score by using WBL techniques. Besides, the students with high motivation student in CBL class display that their means were not as good as the student with the adequate motivation. Above all, WBL technique for TFL is obviously more effective to improve English language skill to all motivation category. Okay, here is the reference that I got from many journals. And I would like to thank you for the attention. And this is my personal contact. Uh, thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.